Trust me. Okay. Ooh.
I gave my best to some who only gave their worst, but that's alright. I never had your love, well, you won't be the last, knowing you my first, so that's alright. 'Cause this life will be back around. So don't let it let you down. Say the night is young and we are too. Let's bring some rules, 'cause we ain't got no curfew. Oh, baby, say the night is young and we are too. Let's bring some rules, 'cause we ain't got no curfew. Yeah, say it. And yeah, say it. What good is love if your heart is where it stays? Now that ain't right. And what good's a song if you don't sing your pain away? Ooh, every night. 'Cause this life will be back around.
Hello and welcome to the Renee Allen and Friends Show. Thank you for hanging in there, and thank you 2 times for tuning in and supporting this wonderful station, WLVS, and the Renee Allen and Friends Show. We have a lot of friends here in the studio. Everybody say, woo! Okay, you hear? It's a wonderful day here today. We're in the nation's capital, right across from Howard University, and we are going to have a blast. It's the Holiday Edition show with none other than international jazz harpist Jeff Majors and a whole host of friends. So you stay right there. Listen, I want to give a little shout out to my dear friend Edgar Brookins from Afro-American newspaper. He had a very, some sad news on Monday. His daughter Sierra Brookins has passed away with complications of lupus. So I want you to just send prayers to Afro on behalf of, there's his beautiful daughter. I met her. She's such a beautiful light, and that angel is now back with the Lord. And I just want to give a lot of prayers, loves, and kisses to Edgar Brookins from WLVS and the Renee Allen and Friends Show. I want to dedicate this show to Sierra. Rest in peace. I want to welcome everyone once again. I want to say a few hellos. One is friend to the show, Harold Haley. I know he's looking in. He wanted me to say hi to him. Gregory Cole and comedian friend Dave Martin from HBO. They are down in North Carolina. Yes, hi. Thanks for tuning in. And there's some birthdays. Don Juan Williams, the youngest male black mayor, I think to date. Maybe there's a few more since then, but in the DMV area. Happy birthday to you, Cheryl Lynn Phillips, Matthew Fogg, and Terry Gates Anderson. It's just it's a long list, but look, you are friends to the show, so I'm going to give you those shout outs. So happy birthday to you. Listen, I want to share something with y'all. You know, usually we have every third Wednesday Lady Nakia Wright from Jabbok Ministries, and they have just finished a fast at Jabbok Ministries, and so she's not here today, but she wanted me to share something with you. So may I? Let me just get it right here. All right, give me 1 second. I want to be word for word because this diva is so powerful. She has had a wonderful year with A Woman's Voice. All right, here we go. And this is what she says. A Woman's Voice has had a powerful journey in 2016, One of the most impactful moments for us has been partnering with this show, the Renee Allen and Friends Show. Wow, thank you. We are grateful for the connect and look forward to the many lives that will be affected by this coming together. Although 2016 has offered many great moments, I am aware that many hearts have tragically affected. As well known, you are in our hearts and prayers. And all of the A Woman's Voice, that's AWV acronym, listeners, we speak peace and joy during this holiday season. 2017 holds many dreams, so come true. Moments I am grateful because we get to live them out together. Thank you, A Women's Voice. That's Lady Nakia Wright. She'll be back next week. Love you so much. Listen, hot off the press, y'all. Hot off the press. We have the new CD of Mr. Jeff Majors. It's Cries of Our Times. Yes, right there. The one and only right here in the WLVS studios live. So I just want to take a moment here to just give a little love to our first guest on the Renee Allen and Friends shows 2 years ago. That's Silver Logan Sharp, one of Jeff Majors' fellow vocalists. And we're going to show her video, and then we're going to be back with a little bit of panel conversation for the holiday, okay? But stay tuned because Jeff is in the studio. You don't want to miss it.
Up just a dial tone. Was it you? Could it be? I'm just imagining how it used to be. I was wrong, wanna be alone. I guess I never really got it, but now I know it's not about me always getting my way. It's not about always looking for a change. I figured it out the second I walked away. It's all about the little things, all about discovering. You got me. It's all about the way I felt when you came around, and the way you picked me up when I was down. 'Cause it's all about the little things, all about remembering, all about the way it used to be. You see, it's all about the little things. I miss the little things. I take a ride, gotta get outside, pull the windows down, trying to clear my mind. Where are you? Could you be feeling the same as me? Do you think of me? It's not about me needing any more space. It's not about everything will be okay. I figured it out, but then it was too late. Oh, it's all about the little things, all about discovering, all about the way you got me. It's all about the way I felt when you came around, and the way you picked me up when I was down. 'Cause it's all about the little things, all about remembering, all about the way it used to be. You see, it's all Was it you? Could it be? I'm just imagining how it used to be. I was born, wanna be alone. I guess I never really got it, but now I know it's not about me always getting my way. It's not about always looking for a change. I figured it out the second I walked away. It's all about the little things, all about discovering, all about the way you got me. It's all about the way I felt when you came around, and the way you picked me up when I was down. 'Cause it's all about the little things, all about remembering, all about the way it used to be. You see, it's all about the little things. I miss the little things. I take a ride, gotta get outside, pull the windows down, trying to clear my mind. Where are you? Could you be feeling the same as me? Do you think of me? It's not about me needing any more space. It's not about everything will be okay. I figured it out, but then it was too late. Oh. It's all about the little things, all about discovering, all about the way you got me. It's all about the way I felt.
Welcome back to the Renee Allen and Friends Show. How you doing, everybody? Happy holidays. We have Jeff Majors, the international jazz harpist, here in the studio. He'll be here shortly, but right now, on behalf and thanking my dear friend Karen Marie Austin, the advertising diva, for Karenisms, we thought we'd do something different, right, Karen?
That's right. Today, we wanted to have a holiday message, and we brought up a few guests of the show to participate in today's holiday message instead of a Karenism. And I wanted to take a quick moment to thank my dad, Carl Alston, that's here from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And when we leave tonight, he's going to go back home to Philadelphia. So I want to just take a moment to say thank you and happy holidays to everyone. I also just want to really quickly thank Jackie Hicks and Letitia Thornhill and Dariki and Al Hagler for the wonderful Christmas blessing they gave me earlier this week. So we are so happy to be joined today by two amazing people who are going to give us some holiday greetings. So I'm going to start over here with Pastor Dawn Harvey.
Thank you so much. I'm just excited to be here, and we appreciate you so much, Renee, as always. So just praying that you have some holiday cheer in your life, and I just wanted to give you a brief message on having hope, having hope. A lot of times when we talk about Christmas, we talk about the birth of Jesus Christ, and it is awesome because that gave us a master plan, but it also introduced the fact that once Jesus Christ came into the earth, it gave us an introduction to the rest of our lives. He is a plan for our future. Once he became the Son of Mary, and once he was born into the earth, the plan that would take you the rest of your life, chart the course of your life, was introduced to the earth. So no matter what has happened in your life, no matter what obstacles you've had to overcome, no matter what situations you've experienced, you can take hope this Christmas because it's a reminder that there was a plan birthed in the earth for you in this season, and that plan is still in place.
That is awesome. Wow, that was powerful. Okay, we are so blessed tonight to have one more friend of the show, the wonderful Joseph Braxton, author, DMV powerhouse. Joe, could you please bless us with some holiday blessings tonight?
I appreciate being here. I appreciate you, Renee. I appreciate you, Karen and Pastor. I just wanted to say it's a season of giving, so don't just make this just a one-time thing. You want to make sure you give every day. Support when you can, love when you can. And Jackie Hicks and I, Letitia Thornhill, we're giving back to the homeless. So you can also contribute to us. You can help us. And look on our pages, and you see what we're doing. So, and like I said, everyone have a happy holiday. So that's it.
Well, I just want to officially and publicly thank my friend Karen Marie Austin. You know, her hashtag is being Karen Austin, and trust me, she is all that in a bag of chips. So thank you for being my co-host, one of the original co-hosts of the show 2 years ago. I thank you. I love you. I respect you. And I'm so glad we're friends. And I just want to say happy holidays to everyone. I'm so excited about this show and Jeff Majors being here. Isn't that cool, y'all?
Amazing.
Yes. So stay tuned, because next we're going to hear one of his new tunes. I believe it's called Fragile, off of Cries of Our Times, the new CD, hot off the press 2 hours ago, y'all. You're getting ready to hear a little bit of it right now, and then an interview with the one and only Jeff Majors. Wow. Welcome back to the Renee Allen and Friends Show. I am lost for words, y'all. We are here in the DMV across from Howard University in the nation's capital with who? The international jazz harpist, Jeff Majors.
I'm happy to be here.
Thank you so much. You're looking great.
Oh, you're looking fabulous.
Thank
looking
you.
mighty Christmassy.
I'm trying to. This is our Christmas holiday edition because of you.
Oh, look, hey, let the tree flourish.
Yes,
Thank
yes.
you.
Look, I'm so excited. The whole station, WLBS, is so elated that you're here. There's people in the studio, people waiting to buy this CD and everything else. So just thank you for coming. I want to start off with some personal stuff. The people on Facebook want to know about you. That's what I've been getting on Facebook. You know, what's he doing? So I want to ask you a few things. One is, why and how did you ever start playing the harp?
Right in Washington, D.C., at the age of 15, never saw a harp before in my life. Had a dream. God gave me a dream. And in this dream, fast forwarding, I had played a lot of imps off of that particular area in which I was at. Mm-hmm. And I shared this dream to a cabinet maker who owned a music store on Connecticut Avenue, Northwest D.C. Mm-hmm. He was so overtaken by just the points of the dream. Mm-hmm. And he put me out of the store because I used to go in the store every day and play on all his instruments.
He put you out of the store?
Every day. Every single day. And so 2 months later, after the dream, he called me up and he said, "Young man, I want for you to come down to the store. You inspired me through a dream that I wanted to share something with you." And he made me a miniature harp. He made me my very first harp.
Wow,
Yeah.
What's his name?
Mr. Joe. I just knew him as Mr. Joe.
Mr. Joe.
Mr.
Wow.
Joe. And fast forwarding, I was just getting out of high school here in the district, wanted to go to California for no unbeknownst reason. Mm-hmm. Stayed with a bass player who was playing out on the West Coast. Mm-hmm. He was on his way to a rehearsal. He said, "Look, I'm gonna drop you off. I can't take you to rehearsal. I know somebody that plays the harp, and you can tell her about the dream." And little did I know he was going to be dropping me off at the home of Alice Coltrane.
Wow.
And it's pretty much history after that.
That's Divine Steps.
Divine Steps.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Wow, that's awesome. I didn't know any of that, and I've known you for quite a few years, you know, in the circles and things.
Yeah.
That's some good stuff. Look, I was looking at your bio. I was just going to read it. I said, no, we're going to just ask you off the cuff because you have so many, when you talk about your genre, I don't know what to call it. Is it gospel? Is it jazz? You know, it seems like it's just one in a million.
Well, at this time, the genre is going to be cries of our time.
Okay.
Because we're in a time now that we have to find some center, we have to find some peace, we have to find some answers in a very, very confused state that our world is evolving into. And music has always been a very powerful formula throughout the ages to bring peace and calm to civilization and to mankind. And I just choose to be an instrument and like to be that instrument to bring that kind of calm and peace to people's worlds and to people's lives. Yeah.
That's a great word because entering the studio when you were, I guess, warming up, I felt a sense of calm just with the music. I mean, it just takes you to a different level.
Well,
you know?
that's the whole thing about this particular project. Mm-hmm. We have to elevate to another level. We cannot condescend to other levels that social woes are trying to bring us towards. And everybody is in that frame of thought of thinking, whether it's in the church, whether it's in government, on people's jobs, or whether it's in schools and universities around the country. Everyone is on a common theme now of really wanting to find some answers to be at peace and to be centered and focused on what exactly is really going on. And in the meantime, the music still can be fun, the music can still be danceable, the music can still be all of those wonderful things as well as relaxing to be able to achieve its goals.
Yes, yes. Well, I love that song, Fragile. That's what we listened to during the break. And what inspired you for that?
Well, that is a remake of Sting.
Oh.
And I was really inspired listening to this track because it just aligned with the state of the world right now. whether it's those who are in pain, those who are hungry, those who are homeless, and for those who are wealthy, they're very concerned about their wealth as well. So, the world is in a very fragile state. Relationships are very fragile. There's a lot of fragile components to our world right now, and bringing this song to life brings the consciousness of of caring for people, caring for those fragile things that come in and out of our lives, and being a little bit more compassion, to others as well as to ourselves. We got to start loving ourselves.
Yes,
Yeah.
loving ourselves. Let's say that together. Loving ourselves. Yes, yes. Well, let's talk about some of the people. I mean, you have a long list of, the who's who that you have played for. Yes, I looked at your bio, but I'd like you to share some of that with the audience. I mean, there was Oprah and just so many were played for,
Well, the highlight, I believe, in my career that I can really pinpoint, there are so many incredible experiences and so many incredible doors I've walked through, from the late President Nelson Mandela
Yes.
to, so many great artists that I've worked with, from James Ingram to Gerald Levert to, Mavis Staples.
Yeah, let me name a few since you're being so humble about it. Played for notable celebrities such as Barack Obama, President Barack Obama, Bill Clinton, George W. Bush, the late Nelson Mandela. You have played for and with Gladys Knight, Patti LaBelle, Luther Vandross, Eddie Levert, Gerald Levert, Dionne Warwick, James Ingram, Chuck Brown, Shirley Murdoch, Kelly Price, The Roots. I mean, the list just goes on and on.
Let me pinpoint one of them. Luther Vandross.
Yes.
He was one of the most nicest human beings that I've ever worked and met on the planet. His spirit was just as soft and beautiful as his sound. And we were writing this song together one time. And he said, "Jeff, don't sing anything outside my key. Don't write out outside my key now." And I looked and I said, "Out your key? I mean, if you just, it's a hit.
Gold, yeah.
It's gold. It's a hit. Doesn't make a difference what you sing. It doesn't make." And so, I thank God for the many artists that have come through and wanted to be a part of what I do with the instrument. And when I think of a very golden moment in my career, was being a part of the late great Coretta Scott King's service and ministering a song and burial for her through her transition and through her celebration, and it was one of the greatest highlights of my life. And I'm just very thankful how God has just taken me through so many different doors to bless so many different people.
Yes, I can tell you have a good heart.
Well, the music and the spirit and good food and working out and being around beautiful people, all that stuff helps,
Well, I'll tell you, speaking of beautiful food, Chef Terrance Williams showed up today. I'm going to start calling him the resident chef because he's been here so often. And he heard you were coming. You put together something nice. So I'm hoping you're going to enjoy it.
I got room, Chef. I got room. Just, just come forth.
Yes, and the name of his catering is 2 Fish and 5 Loaves.
I love it.
Yes, BBQ Catering. I said it right this time, yay! So you're going to love it. So
I love it.
We have that for you. We have
Okay.
celebrity photographer Bill Hart, who has showed up just for you to take some pictures, and the host of Friends today. So we have a really nice holiday edition going on here at WLVS.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Yeah,
because of
that's
you.
Oh, no. They're all down here because of Renee and this fabulous Christmas outfit she's wearing.
Oh, I love you. And I love that poster. I love the CD. Let's talk about the CD. Before we get to the new one, I want to talk about the old one because we have some here too, and I love that one.
Okay.
So can we do that?
We can do that.
Let's talk about that one first because I know we have some for sale today too, right?
Well, this is the season, and because Sacred Holidays is part of the series of the Sacred Series. So there's actually 12 CDs within the Sacred series. Some of them are very collector's items because I have a recording that Dr. Maya Angelou and I did. It was one of her very last recordings before she transcended.
Amazing.
And also on that same recording, there is a selection with me and the late great Chuck Brown.
Wow.
Okay, now that's to hear Chuck Brown do some inspirational stuff. That's a sleeper. And it's a sleeper and a keeper.
I like that hashtag, sleeper and a keeper.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So again, you have 12 to 13 CDs in the Sacred Collection. Today we have the Sacred Holiday available for those that wish to, add on to their festive time of the year.
Yes.
And at the end of the program, hopefully we will play something from the Sacred Holidays.
Absolutely, I would love to.
Okay.
Yeah.
But my pet right now, Cries of Our Time.
Yes, let's talk about this.
That's my pick.
This is gorgeous. And look, again, if you're just tuning in, it's hot off the press. Just two and a half hours ago, Cries of Our Times.
So it's launching right on Renee's show.
The launch is on the Renee Allen and Friends show, y'all. WLVS Studios, right here in the nation's capital. Woo! Everybody, come on, let's celebrate. Oh, my God, I see another person who came out just for you, Kimberly D. Hart. She is the CEO of Permission to Win for the young ladies, and she just wrote a book. And everyone, you're going to meet everyone after the show, but everyone's just so excited for you to be here. And I think Joseph Braxton has a lapel pin for you. If not, he's making one. I know he was talking about that.
Okay,
So, yeah.
Shower me.
Yeah.
I love it.
So let's talk about this. Cries of Our Times. What inspired this? Because I heard the selection now.
Yes.
I am in love with that song.
Well, that was actually the first song of this project, and the title of the CD really speaks for itself. There's cries all over the planet, and people are looking for answers.
Yes.
And people are looking for some peace, and some people are looking for some centering, and the instrument dictates that.
Yes.
It dictates to pay attention to respect, to focus, to fall in line with, to calm your nervous system and get you focused. And so there are several tracks on here that are very special. One track is called entitled She's Lonely. And I dedicated that to all the mothers who have lost their children due to street violence. Because no one can imagine that night a mother loses her child and she has to go home. There is a spot that needs to be filled.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes.
And so when we have to never lose sight on certain things that are happening in our world and in our lives and in our homes and, personally, spiritually, and mentally. We have to continue to be focused on that. And so, I, along with probably countless other musicians or conscious musicians, because I think the musicians have a responsibility in this day and time now to bring some solid answers of conscious music
Yes.
to the table, and that doesn't mean it all has to sound like monk music. If if it's R&B, if it's hip hop, or if it's house, whatever, then it should definitely, you want to be able to use the message to be able to start blessing people. Whether it's put your tools down and put your arms around somebody, that you might be angry with, some forgiveness. A lot of that has to take place now in order for us to combat the forces that are really coming at us. So this is what Cries of Our Times are really pointing towards, and the different concerts that we're going to be putting together and the different tours that we want to be putting together under the auspices of Oasis Production.
Yes. Kenan Cooley. I'm so glad you brought that up. She would have killed me. Yes.
So, and it's wonderful to work with people that are spiritually based minded as well as, socially and consciously based mind, and so we can see the same vision.
Yes, sir.
You know, and I just have a great group of people, a team around me. James Newton, my photographer, which is here today as well, and he is the front and back cover of Cries of Our Time.
Beautiful.
And just so many great people have come together to make this all happen. You know, it isn't just Jeff Majors, but it is a team of individuals to say, you know, we love your vision, we love your music, and we want to travel this road with you.
Well, we all do love you, and we do all love your music, and you've been certainly a huge blessing to us today, to the world in general. You're international jazz harpist, and you're here. I'm so excited. I want you to just give them a way to get a hold of you, or you just want to give them maybe Oasis Productions Incorporated, and just give us a little word of holiday cheer before we show or let them listen to your next song now.
Well, you can contact me through jeffmajors.com, and through jeffmajors.com you're able to get in touch with my production agency and my manager, and we're looking to be in your neighborhood or at a venue near you soon. So all you have to do is just jeffmajors.com. Just that simple.
Sweet and simple.
Simple to the point. We try to keep everything easy.
Thank you.
And for those who are experiencing, first of all, a wonderful holiday start off. You know, I want to encourage you to continue to be a part of family. Continue to be a part of those whom you love. And in those whom you've lost, be thankful for the wonderful memories. There's one thing God has given man and woman that he has not given to any other species that he has created. He has given man and women memory. And to remember those whom you love and for those who loved you.
Yes.
Okay, which is very important in this day and time. So with that, I know there's going to be a wonderful new year starting off with so many wonderful things, so many great affirmations going forward. So for those who are going out saying, well, I'm going to get in the gym and I'm working on 45, 35, 25 pounds, all right, let's do it.
Yes.
Okay.
And I received your beautiful words. I just lost my dad Thanksgiving, so that really touched me. And I hope it touches all the WLVS listeners out there. I'm sure it is.
Oh, thank
yeah,
you.
Jeff Majors, we are looking forward to hearing this song now. And then we're going to be blessed with a holiday live performance, correct?
That is correct. Well, I want to thank Dr. William Barber.
Yes. You can look right in that camera and think.
I want to thank Dr. William Barber in North Carolina, for it is through you that Now was inspired. When I saw you take the stage at the DNC, my spirit, my ears, I stood straight up because I felt an anointing come through the airwaves and through the television set. And contacting your office and giving permission to allow that to be a part of this project, I want to thank you because you're going to continue to bless so many people and continue to give hope to so many people. Thank you.
Glory to God. Thank you, Jeff Majors. I want to just give a shout out to Passion Fruit, who is here. She is a black-owned business, female, and you can reach her at Passion Fruit or Diana Registe, Registe. And, of course, we want to really talk about this hot off the press CD, Cries of Our Time, right here. And we have quite a few people in the studio is going to be getting ready to purchase one of these. I'm purchasing too. So we're going to take a break.
Thank you.
Jeff, and we are going to listen to Now.
Okay.
And then look forward to your wonderful performance for the holiday edition and to Fish and Five Loaves, BB Catering.
Yay!
Delish. We'll be right back. We're not over yet. Stay.
As we are working together in the revival and calling for a moral revolution of values. We need to listen to the ancient chorus in which deep calls unto deep. Pay people what they deserve. Share your food with the hungry. Do this, and then your nation shall be called a repairer of the breach. We need to embrace our deepest moral values and push for a revival of the heart of our democracy. Called us to preach good news to the poor, the broken, and the bruised, and all those who are made to feel unaccepted. When we fight for 15 and a union, and universal health care, and public education, and immigrant rights, and LGBTQ rights, we are reviving the heart of our democracy. When we hear the legitimate discontent of Black Lives Matter, and we come together to renew justice in our criminal justice system, we are embracing our deepest moral values and reviving the heart of our democracy. When we love the Jewish child and the Palestinian child, the Muslim and the Christian, and the Hindu, and the Buddhist, and those who have no faith, but they love this nation, we are reviving the heart of our democracy. When we fight for peace, and when we resist the proliferation of military-style weapons on our streets, we must shock this nation with the power of love. We must shock this nation with the power of mercy. We must shock this nation and fight for justice for all. We can't give up on the heart of our democracy. Not now, not ever. Revive us again. Fill each heart with thy love. May each soul be rekindled with fire from above. Fight for the heart of this nation.
Amazing. Amazing. Right here on WLVS. That was You Don't Have to Cry, right, Jeff Majors?
You don't have to cry this Christmas. Nobody does. Absolutely.
Nobody, right?
Absolutely.
That was so beautiful.
And if you can put a smile on someone's face during this Christmas, that's what this season is all about.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. We have to close. I just want to stay, but you are listening to Jeff Majors. It is Cries of Our Times. I love it. I'm getting 2 copies this evening. How's everybody doing? Everybody loving it? Yes, we have 2 fish and 2 loaves, BB Catering, right here for Jeff Majors and the whole Kimberly D. Hart of Permission to Win, celebrity photographer Bill Hart. Who else? We have Joseph Braxton of Lapels for a Cause. Of course, my co-host, Karen Marie Alston. Who else? Oh, Pastor Dawn Harvey. Look, I love all of you. And Jeff Majors, God bless you. May you continue to do great works.
Well, again, we're going to lead everybody to jeffmajors.com, and Oasis Production is waiting for your call right now.
Thank you. See you next week. Happy holidays!
Happy holidays. Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mwah.